Every day, thousands of commuters jump on a train, board a bus, or use the subway to get where they need to go. It's efficient, convenient, but most importantly, it's safe. Just like the jobs of the bus mechanics at the Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority, or MBTA, that keep Boston running on time.
The solidarity, the power of the union is what made this possible.
After a long, hard battle, the MBTA and IAM Local Lodge 264 bus mechanics reached an agreement that secures their jobs and saves the T millions.
For us 406 mechanics to go up against the state and the government and Baker and to win, it was huge.
After numerous attempts to sit down and negotiate with the MBTA, Mike and his team knew they had to go all in or risk losing everything, and that wasn't an option.
They were about to award this contract to the First Transit. We decided we needed to really make a big splash. So we decided to picket the State of the State address that the governor was doing. And so a week before that, we started to lobby all the state reps and senators that were with us. And we went to them and said, look, if you really support us, we want you to join us on the picket line.
And it worked. Not too long after, an agreement was reached.
Quite frankly, it was the proposal we've had on the table for over a year.
The membership overwhelmingly voted to accept the contract. But no one was more relieved than Nate, a mechanic at the Arborway Garage.
The last 6 months, 7 months, it literally was day to day. I was waiting for that phone call to say, hey, don't come in, or hey, they're gonna be taking over.
With a growing family and only 3 years at the T, Nate stood to lose more than just his job.
The house that I'm in right now, which is bigger and more expensive, because I had, a certain, salary I had, and I had a certain, retirement plan, so I knew that I was going to be able to afford what I have right now. This would probably all go away for me, which is, for me and my family, it's not really a good thing. We would have lost a lot.
12 years ago, Megan started as a fueler at the T and worked her way up to mechanic. She chose this trade because it was a job from which she could retire.
The stress of not knowing what's going to happen, what should I do? Should I go back to school? What jobs could I do while I'm in school to get a better education, kind of start over?
More time away from home means less time with her 6-year-old son, Ryan.
I'd see my son even less than I do now. He'd be in less activities. He wouldn't be doing the swim class and soccer or whatever else he wants to do that season. Oh, it would have been hard.
Joel is a second-generation machinist. His father worked at the T for 23 years, so he understands the value of a union contract.
I never wanted for anything. My parents provided me with everything I needed, and this job allows me to do the same for my children and my family.
Family means everything to Joel. He has these two little ladies' futures to think about. They could be the third generation of machinists in his family.
I would have no hesitations if my daughters wanted to follow my footsteps to allow them to do that. I'd be proud.
For decades, generations of machinists have filled these bays, passing down the skills of the trade and a chance to live the American dream.
The support that we got from the International was amazing. That International President Martinez and General Vice President James Canigliaro certainly made at the outset it known that any resource, any tool, any department that we had available at the IAM headquarters would be dedicated to this endeavor, and they delivered and then some.
Having a union is very important, but having the right leadership is even more important. We have 406 guys. Our leadership fought so hard for us, and we fought for ourselves. But without that great leadership, I don't think it would have happened. They never gave up.
Like a well-oiled machine, all working together to do their part.
We used TV commercials, newspaper ads. We had many public rallies, had a lot of political pressure on them. There was the entire congressional delegation of Massachusetts wrote a couple of letters to the governor, told him to sit down and negotiate with us. The entire Massachusetts State House, I'd say 90% of them were with us and putting pressure on the governor. And we made a lot of public appearances.
But through it all, the members were fearless. They are the real heroes.
The sacrifices the entire team did doesn't even compare to what the membership did. They stuck together, they exemplify what it means to be a fighting machinist.
You know, they'd come on their days off, they'd come on their off shift, and we always asked anybody that can, please come. They came. They spoke. They spoke before the control board, you know, from the heart.
This was an amazing ask of the members for an extended period of time. But when the bell rang, the members always answered, and we couldn't possibly have done this without them.
This is what solidarity looks like. Working together, standing up for what you believe in, and most importantly, never giving up. These men and women are what make this city move. Rain, shine, and yes, even snow.
There's no doubt in my mind that what we achieved here in Boston is the biggest thing that I'll ever see.
We definitely are a family. So we definitely need to stand together when the time comes, and we showed that we can do that.
It's just amazing. They are the strongest group that I know, and proud to be from that group, and I'm proud to be a representative of that group. I'm honored to represent them.
For the Machinist News Network, I'm Valana Cochran.